Welcome back, students. So here we are. I've just visited the CSO website. That's the Central Statistics Office of Ireland's website. And I'm just exploring the website and seeing what I can discover. And hopefully we'll come up with some sort of a theme and some sort of data that we're interested in so that we can practice using Excel. So in terms of browsing, if you click the browse burger here, we see that there are various different categories in the environment, the economy, public sector bodies, people, and society. Okay? So I'm just going to click into people and society. We see there's births and deaths, there's statistics on crime, on education. Let's look what's going on here. Post-primary outcomes, that's post-primary school. This could be interesting. And then we have various data sets being listed here. Higher education. I think this means Leaving Cert equivalent completion or LCE completion. Mean age of leaving. What age is the average person when they complete the Leaving Cert? Let's take a look here. So this brings us into the data structure. Let's just look at 2018 to keep things simple. So we won't be looking at a trend over time. Let's view the data to see what it roughly looks like. Not much going on here. It just tells us that the mean age of people in 2018 sitting there Leaving Cert was 18.4 years of age. Okay, well maybe we should look across the years and just do a curve of that. We can view it here, but also that tells me I'm interested in, there's very little difference. Look, 18.2, 18.3, but it is getting older, it seems. Slightly older. Okay, but there's very little variation. There's a slight trend, but this alone would make a CBA for data analysis. I could download it and graph it, but it's going to be quite simply three different steps. There's not much going on here. Let's come out of here and look for something else. Oh, I should have hit back. Okay, we'll keep looking. So there's no quick element of research and browsing and discovering. So there's no point in me rushing this. All of these are very, very interesting, but I'm going to look in somewhere else. Labor market and earnings, the economy, the census, which is where people are living and so on, a very recent data capture. Different teams and publications. Air and sea travel statistics. So before downloading it, I can take a quick look what it'll look like. I'm just going to come back and reset that just to say I'm only interested in air. Okay, so we have some data out here that I'm going to claim to be interested in. Now I'm going to download that data. Now here are some various files. A comma separated values. It's a text file. It's a small file containing all your data. And Excel is excellent at reading these. However, certain data might get thrown away or might be hard to get at. So I'm actually going to, because we have sophisticated computers, I'm going to download that Microsoft Excel as a Microsoft Excel file. So that lands down somewhere on my hard drive, maybe on my OneDrive, and I'm just going to open that up directly from my hard drive. There, I put that on my OneDrive under Documents. So let's take a look at this. What I'm looking at here is a cover page. It's just giving the background to the data, maybe some information when it was captured and so on, who you can contact to query the data and so on. Unpivoted is the raw data, and I haven't particularly pivoted yet, or I could pivot it. Stay away from that. We'll just look at the unpivoted data. So just go down and blow up my magnification so I can see that a bit better. So the label is air and sea travel, but they're all the same, so I'm throwing it away. The unit is 1,000, so I'm going to remember that, so I'm going to throw that away. Everyone traveled by air, so that's no information of no importance. So I'm right clicking on the column and throwing it away. And then I have arrivals and departures and years, so I certainly want to keep this. Okay, now to make things simple, there's a filter automatically turned on, and I could filter for only arrivals. Okay. Now maybe COVID will have a dramatic effect on this. So I'm just going to visualize what's happening in the various years for the amount of people arriving by airplane into Ireland. So I will insert. Now what kind of table do I want, a graph do I want to go for? Go to simple line graph. Now what happened there, I wonder, in 2021, 2022, up to, what would you imagine this could be? Okay, so by being able to explain that, you're showing that you have critical thinking and you're analyzing the situation. A little bit more now about this chart that's been made with the visualization. If you right click on a chart, you can move the chart, and when it asks you where do you want to move it, you can go for a new sheet. So I'm moving it into a new sheet here. And there's that. And that's about it really with the chart. So what's this big hole about? Obviously COVID. And what can we say about the current into 2022 and 2023? Have our numbers returned to normal? And they have, and maybe they're gone slightly above. Now to check slightly above, we're going to go back to our data. Not that. We're going to put in here equals max. And we'll take the max from here, and we see that the 2023 incoming traffic was higher than any other year, than any other time. So that's interesting, and possibly you can think, well, that's not good for global warming if people are moving more than ever. But that's what this data is telling us. So guys, this has been nearly 9 minutes long and counting. I'm hoping you'll be able to do everything. I can send you this data, but I'm hoping you'll be able to go in and get it for yourself. And there's more research I can do. I can look at the departures. No, didn't manage that quite there. Departures. Okay, you want departures only. Turn off the arrivals. And I would imagine we're going to see something very similar. Just see as my chart disappeared or anything. No, it's still there. Okay, loads we can do in there, okay, and I'll leave that to you. So that's it. And there's much, much more data. So we're going to study live data. We're going to go in and get it ourselves. I'm going to encourage you to be able to visit the Central Statistics Office and get your own data. It's a fantastic thing to be able to do, and it'll be brilliant for your ongoing CBAs and research. So, students, as always, I will see you in the next one.